Hey, family. Happy Friday to many of you. I pray all is well. I'm here to entertain you. I'm your host, your sister Corinne. I'm a intuitive energy reader, and I'm doing a celebrity reading on Selena Gomez. I've done one on her. It's been a while. Um, it wasn't that long, but it was definitely a while. Okay, I like to at least, um, I like to at least, do like a celebrity reading, like every 3 months, okay? But if I feel the need to, I will, tap back into that energy to see what's going on with that individual. And actually, it wasn't that long ago that I did one on her on my Patreon, and it was quite interesting. She was on some kind of talk show, and I forgot what it was. She was fixing something, and the ladies was asking her. Let me see. Were they asking her something? No, it's like all of a sudden out of the blue, you know. Oh, I remember. They were speaking about her, how she was looking. They kept saying she's glowing and all of that, and she kind of made some kind of comment like she has a crush on somebody just out of the blue, and I'm like, oh my gosh, don't go there, Selena. But she went there, okay, and it's crazy. I mean, it's not like the talk show host brought it up. She brought it up, letting them know that's why she's glowing, Um, she's feeling good at that moment. Somebody's on her mind. She has a crush on them. And she just wants, the world to know about it. Now, had she not brought it up, would nobody have known anything? Well, they would have known because they would have, for many of you who follow her, you would have saw her eventually being seen with somebody, okay? Now, I let many of you know if she's seen with somebody, it doesn't mean that you know, don't really take it all that seriously, okay? She's doing her. She's single, and really she can see who she want to see. It doesn't make her look bad. I mean, she's just dating. She's trying to figure things out. But here she is. Now she's been seen with some guy that goes by Benny. I think it's Blanco, I believe. But anyway, when I had Google her, right? When I Google her, and I didn't know she was 31 years old. She looks quite young, but anyway, she's presently 31 years old. Um, when I had Googled her, this was posted on Tulsa World at 21 minutes ago. Selena Gomez admit she is usually attracted to the wrong people. Well, you know what? She's right. She's right. If she admit this at least lets you know that she knows she has flaws. She knows she's not using good judgment when it comes to attracting the right kind of individuals to her. So I'm glad to see that. At least she acknowledged it. But it's one thing to acknowledge it, and it's another thing to want to change and do something about it. So anyway, this is the guy right here, Benny. Now they're saying that he's a friend of Justin Bieber as well. So I thought it was kind of interesting that she would want to get involved with somebody that's a friend of her ex. Now I'm going to say some things. It might piss many of you off, but I do have an opinion. It doesn't mean it's factual, but it's my opinion. Now, I've done readings on her in the past. And what keeps coming back out in the spread is, Selena, um, she doesn't use good judgment. Okay. She doesn't use good judgment when it comes to who she attracts to her. I feel like Selena needs to give somebody that's outside of the industry. Give someone that's not affiliated with Hollywood. Okay, I'm not gonna call it Hollywood. I'm gonna call it Hollywood. That's just my opinion, because you know, in a way, I kind of know why she does that. She want to get somebody that can relate to her. I get it, but there are a lot of guys that she can meet that are well off, that are financially stable, and that would love her for her that's not in the industry. Um, I just feel like she need to change it up. That's all I'm saying, okay? And stop hooking up with people running in the same circles. if you know what I mean, okay? It's like if she's not dating a friend of a friend, ex, she's dating, a ex associate friend. If you get what I'm going with this, okay? It's always she's dating somebody within the circle, whether it's her circle or her ex circle, or a close friend of hers, one of their ex, she would date their ex or ex friend, she would date their ex. You get what I'm going. I mean she has a pattern to her. She really does. She has a pattern to her. And I ain't trying to put it down, but I mean, when I'm doing these readings, this what comes out. She has a pattern to her, and to me, she's not operating like someone is operating self love to me due to the choices she's been making. Now, when I was, meditating on her, this what had came out. Actually, more could have came out, but I just want to share this with many of you. It's somebody around her. I'm not gonna say it's Taylor. I'm not gonna say it's Taylor, but it's somebody else around her that she consider a friend. Definitely somebody that considers associate. Okay, and this person is, unbeknownst to Selena, they are envious of her. And so a lot of times people can be very sneaky, sneaky envious of you, and you allow this person to get close to you, and they can give you bad advice, and it's really for your downfall, but you can't see it. It has here envy so-called friends, someone that gives out bad advice for your downfall. Enemy so-called friends, keep an eye out for. And I think about the slogan, with a friend like that, who needs enemies, okay? And I'm sure she has a lot of little female friends that she hangs around with. I think Taylor Swift is her considered her best friend. The point I'm trying to make is somebody that she listening to, and they're not giving her good advice at all. Okay, I'm not sure who it is right now, but they're not giving her good advice at all. And this so-called associate, they are also a troublemaker, okay? And they keeps up drama as well. Now that also can be from the fact that due to the fact they're giving her a lot of, bad advice. And so when things don't turn out right, it's a lot of negative backlash at Selena, okay? But still she's not tapping to her intuition to see things for what it is. It's not so much of she has to be mindful of who she get involved with, but you gotta check your friends too. At least operating discernment enough to check your friends if you feel like they're giving you bad advice. Now, I didn't say this. This came out. It says follower has no, knowledge of self. According to the spirit, Selena's still operating like that. She has no knowledge of self. And when a person has no knowledge of self, they walk around seeking validation outside of themselves. Okay? And please know, it does bother her what people say about her. It bothers her. It really do. It does really bothers her what her fans think and do what people think. Period. That's why she always on social media, trying to address certain things because she sees it. She sees it. And if it didn't bother her, she wouldn't address it. But it has here a follower has no knowledge of self. Okay? Instead of her just doing her own thing, Selena too busy worry about what people think, you know. And she knows people wants her to find the right person, find the right partner. But to me, she's still drawing in the wrong kind of individuals to her. That's not for her highest good. And I feel like whoever this so-called associate person is, maybe whispered in her ear that this would be a good look, you know, or why Selena and this while Selena and this individual are having their little talks behind the scenes, they can be like, well, get with him, they probably will, have Justin feeling some type of way, even though Selena has moved on. But it still makes you wonder why would she get with one of Justin's friends? Why would she want to hook up with her ex friend? Just saying. And I'm sure many people probably thinking, well, it's fair game if y'all, broken up. But still, it still make you question it. Why now? Why she feel the need to hook up with him for? And they are saying that, it's official that these two are a couple. And so I'm going to say this: if she is using him for whatever reason, because it could be a PR stunt, you better believe he ain't stupid. Okay, he gonna get something out of it. And the ultimate thing he's gonna get out of it, because this came out. I'm not saying he's a gold digger, but see, this speaks about a person who forms a relationship purely to extract money from them or in benefits. It's not so much the money, but see, it's benefits he can get by just being with her. Okay, and that's recognition. Because when you see Selena, you see him. When he's with Selena, when you see Selena, people are mentioning his name as well. So he's still getting something out of it. According to the spirit, even though she's smiling, she's not feeling comforted at all. So that smile is just pretty much like a mask that she uses instead of, we see her crying or whatever, and in victim mode, she's pretty much putting her smile on, her fake smile on. But I feel like she's still struggling behind the scenes, but she's dealing with it her way, and that's just my 2 cents. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, that's for her to, see for what it is and heal. Okay. But when you go from person to person to person to person, that's not going to solve the problem. That's all I'm saying. And especially when you're checking what kind of individuals to you. And I'm not saying he's a bad person, but I'm just not sensing that he's the one for her. That's all.
It's 2:30.
Yeah. Just came right back out. So it's like who's using who? At the end of the day, a person like this uses the other. Okay? A person like this uses the other. We know Selena has money, and I'm sure Benny has his money too. But this keeps coming back out. When it comes to these two, somebody is using the other for benefits. Or maybe they're both using each other. Okay? Maybe gold digger has nothing to do with it. The key word is using the other. I have here energy vampire, they use you. And if she doesn't know this about Benny, she's going to find out. I feel like this is his energy. It says energy vampire. They use you. And maybe she's okay with that. For some reason, I just see this as a PR move, okay? Because Selena know that people are expecting her to, you know, have someone in her life, to meet someone that they feel that, because you know how it is when it comes to the fans, you know, uh, they want to approve who they so-called idol is hooking up with. Okay, I don't really don't think her fans approve of him. But anyway, but she's with him, and this has come out before when I do a reading on Selena. It just says has spiritual gifts from God, ancestor inheritance. It could be actual spiritual gift or just your born talent gifts. Okay, she is a singer, and she is multi-talented. She's an actress and all of that. So this has come out before about her. It has here, they are not hiding who they are, very transparent. And I do feel like this is Selena energy right here. So behind the scenes, she is trying to come out very transparent. And at the end of the day, what I'm getting with Selena, she just wants to be loved. She wants to be loved and appreciated, and she wants someone to commit to her for all the right reasons, if you know what I mean, okay? Um, I do sense that being genuine about her, but it still makes you wonder, what's going on behind the scenes because whomever she's linked up with, it never lasts that long. The relationship never lasts that long. And I'm sure she doesn't just want PR or relationships all the time. I'm sure she wants something that's very genuine. All right. I'm not gonna make this that long. I just want to tap into her energy to see what I'm getting. Okay, family? I'm gonna use this right here, message of love oracle, real quick. What is the energy between Selena and Benny in the present? What's the energy between Selena and Benny in the present? All right, it just popped out. Let's see here. Now this is in divine order, okay? Mm. Mm. I told you I'm still trying to heal. I told you. So in her mind, she's still trying to heal, and yes, she needs to, but she's going by it all the wrong ways. Y'all might say, well, what do you mean, Corinne? She's going by it all the wrong ways. In order to truly heal, it best to be by yourself. Okay? Get back to you and to heal properly to where you're whole. Because see, when a person go from person to person to person, even if you can consider them a friend, but you still, it's like that person that you are involved with become a crutch. So she needs to really heal and be whole because by her getting with him, she still had she's still fragment on the inside. She's still not whole. See, it says here, I'm still trying to heal. But I don't know how she thinks being with him is going to help her to heal because those issues are still there. She need to be by herself and fine. She want to go out with friends and they all go out for drinks, have fun. That's fine, but just going from relationship to relationship, that's not helping her at all. That's all I'm saying. Look at this. Look at this. Reveal. The big reveal. Wow. For this to come out. Now, there are timelines to my reading. I think about what, 3, 6, 9, 12 days or weeks or months. But this is going to play a part at the while between these two. Okay? The big reveal. I want to tell you the truth. Oh, yeah? What do you mean? Confusion surrounding these two. Confusion. I feel unclear about where we stand. You see how it can become a cycle when she's with these potential partners? You see that? All of a sudden, confusion is showing up. Confusion. I feel unclear about where we stand. Then we have here third party energy. Somebody else is in the picture, unbeknownst to the other. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. Do you see a pattern, family, of all the relationships she's been in? This is a pattern. See that? That's a pattern. So this is going to, if it have not showed up yet, it will show up soon. Okay? It will show up soon. Self love. I'm trying, what it says, I'm still trying to heal. It doesn't happen just like that. And hooking up with other people, expecting them to bring the so-called happiness to you, it starts with you. She needs to get back to self and be happy with self first before she even get involved in another relationship. And I'm not trying to be like Dr. Corinne or anything. I'm no doctor. But since I've been doing these readings, I've learned a lot spiritually. Um, I I understand when it comes to the dynamic of relationship of give and take, the energy must be balanced. Okay, when it comes to equal give and take. Okay, and not only that, I learned a lot when it comes to when a person is fragmented, they're not whole on the inside. So how can they give you all of them if they're fragmented? That's all I'm saying. Because you're going to keep getting issues from them that's going to show up in all kind of ways of sabotaging the relationship. So if this is not showing up right now, it will be. Okay, it will be, and then we'll be seeing her being seen with somebody else. It's like with Selena, it's expected of her so-called fans to see her with somebody, okay? Cause she's being talked about, and that's what she wants. She wants to keep. And I said it before. I don't think people really liked it, but I don't care. It's my opinion. Selena is good for throwing stones and out of her hand too, okay? From the perspective of keeping people talking. That's the point I'm trying to make. Keeping people talking. Um, and I'm sure that they are good friends. And who knows, this could be a PR stunt, okay? Maybe it's like a partnership alliance. You do for me, I do for you. Maybe if I saw the gold digger message. And I don't really believe that he's trying to, he wants her money or anything like that. I feel like it's pretty much like, you do for me, I do for you. Yeah, I'm using you, but you're using me too. You know what I mean, okay? But if I were her expecting anything, any substance from this, uh I'm not seeing it here for the long haul. I'm not seeing it here because somebody's going to reveal something to the other. Okay. And it's going to cause a lot of confusion. I feel unclear about where we stand due to this right here, this third party energy. Whether it be on Selena end or his end. And then she got to go back to this. I'm single, bitches. Y'all remember she did a video, I think it was a TikTok, and she was like, guess who's what she say? Guess who don't have a boyfriend? Something like that. And she said, I'm single, bitches. But anyway, because it's like this is what people feel like it's expect. Let me say it like this. It seems like this is what Selena feel like is expected of her to have somebody in her life. But the thing is, the thing about it, just don't rush. Don't go from relationship to relationship because all she doing is adding more scars to her, and she ain't gonna never be balanced mentally. All right, let me see something real quick. The energies of Benny. All righty. What are Benny? What are the energies of Benny with Selena? I got right here, focusing on Benny. I got unexpected outcome. They're like somebody that saw something and they're shocked about it. Things didn't go the way I planned. Hmm. Oh, really? Is this you, Benny, shocked about Selena, or is this Selena caught you red-handed, being shocked about you? I feel like this is Selena energy towards Benny. Okay, it could be maybe she might see something on her phone. Maybe somebody might pop over, or she might end up catching him doing something that she's not happy about. At the end of the day, um, I just. And sometimes I wonder about her fans because a lot of her fans want Selena and Justin back together. And this is my thing. Justin, you see how he's doing Haley, right? Justin has a pattern to him. He's very immature. He's emotionally unbalanced, childish. Um, and he's very toxic. Wow, if you love somebody or care about somebody, why you want somebody to go back to somebody like that? And because when she was with him, she was too doing drugs with him. So that's somebody that's not operating knowledge of self. It's another that your partner's doing drugs, but by you being with them, you going along with what they're doing. So she's easy to be influenced. So why would anybody want her to go back to somebody that's easy to be influenced of their negative, bad habits? I don't get that. She need to be with somebody that's gonna bring balance to her life. You know, not to add on to the toxic behavior. I'm gonna use the Hollywood deck real quick, okay? Just on Selena. And I just pulled this up, and I think this was like 17 hours ago. Selena Gomez share healthy relationships must have amid Benny. But anyway, I ain't trying to pronounce no last name 'cause I know I mess it up. Blanco, hell, I don't know. Anyway, I just want to look at her images real quick. Give me a minute, family. The picture not coming out as big as I would like for it to. Okay, I'm gonna look at this picture right here. This is my celebrity Hollywood deck. It's packed with a lot of gems, okay? I can't control what come out, but I can control what I share. I just want to see what the update energies are looking like, or anything that we can expect in the near future, okay? That means from this day forward. Anything too negative come out, I'm not gonna share it, okay? I don't want to be Debbie Downer over here. This deck is off the hook, and I never know what's gonna come out. Oh boy, Selena Gomez, Selena Gomez, Selena Gomez, Selena Gomez. This just saying something about a record label, okay? And then this says has a mood disorder, mental breakdown, unbalance. Now I didn't say it, but the spirit is picking it up, okay? And this is her behind the scenes. So for me to see that she might be bipolar as well. Has a mood disorder, mental breakdown, unbalance. I'm gonna put this down here and reshuffle. I'm putting everything back in, but I know what I saw. Selena Gomez, Selena Gomez, Selena Gomez. So um, this says endings, but it also have this word right here. Now we're not gonna look at this word right here on the top. It's right here. It speaks about endings. Okay. So that being said, I was setting my intentions. I wanted to know And then Spirit wants to know about Selena Gomez in the near future, and also her relationship with Benny. So for me to see endings, that tells a lot. So just sit back and just watch it play out, family. But it looked like these two, this relationship won't last that long either. Okay. All right. From this day is what, December the 22nd. It looks like some kind of lawsuit is going to come to the light. I'm not sure about what. Now we did see record label, so this might have something to do with a record label. I'm not sure yet, but you did see it here. Something about some kind of law, some kind of lawsuit is coming. Okay, in the near future. And what I mean by near future, I mean within 3, 6, 9, or 12 days, or weeks, or months. Okay, but y'all gonna be hearing something about a lawsuit concerning Selena. And this might be Selena filing a lawsuit. And it could be with a record company, but only time will tell. Now, I was worried about this. I was worried about this. You know, it says using drugs. Now I can get this also. She's doing prescription drugs also. You know, if you're abusing anything, it's not good. Okay. But anyway, I got using drugs allegedly. Now, for me to see this right here, this is a big time allegedly. Only many of you would know. Only many of you would know if you get the scoop concerning when it comes to TMZ or any of these well-known YouTube bloggers may end up hearing about it. Now, I'm getting a strong hit on this. So this lets me know that she is not in a good place at all. She's pretty much faking it for the cameras. Okay. She's faking it for the camera. She ain't happy. She is not happy. She's faking it for the camera. Now, something is gonna cause something is gonna cause her to spiral down. And drugs can play a part in that. Let me just say that. Especially that relationship goes sour. But it has here, they are behind the scenes being admitted to the hospital for health reasons or for mental health. And then it also has here, or question reprogramming psych ward. Now it can be any of those. What stands out to me, let me see something. What stands out to me, I probably say for health reasons. I'm gonna probably say for health reasons, okay? And for a person that had a friend to give them a kidney, I believe it was a kidney, if I'm right. If I'm wrong, correct me with love. But for a person to have a good friend to give you a body part of theirs to help you, and you turn around and behind the scenes, you're, once you're well and all of that, and you turn around and you start doing drugs or you drinking, to me that's like a slap in the face. And that tells me a lot about you that you really don't you really don't, you're not operating self love at all. I don't know how y'all look at that, but to me, that tells me a lot about her mindset, you know. But this may have something to do with her health. But anyway, we have to let things play out, all right? And they will. Behind the scenes or in the public view, they're talking too much. They question don't like it. I'm not really sure who they are, but somebody feels like she may be talking too much behind the scenes or in the public view. Oh, you know what? It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me because I do read comments. Okay, I do read comments. Then it comes to these bigger bloggers when they're talking about Selena. I love reading the comments. I like to know the mindset of people. Now, I do remember people were saying in the comments they wish Selena would just let it, leave it alone. Stop talking about, how you are single all the time. Stop making a big deal about your love life when it comes to relationships because she will always throw it up. She will always make a big deal about it. So I feel like that's what this is about. So at the end of the day, I feel like it's her fans, her followers. They feel like when it comes to her relationship, stop talking about it so damn much. You know what I'm saying? Especially when she was single. Stop making a big deal about I'm single. Cause I think it's getting old. Okay, and her followers are starting to really, see the pattern in Selena. But anyway, I'm gonna read it again. Behind the scenes or in the public view, they're talking too much. Question, they don't like it. So I feel like these are her fans and her followers are kind of getting tired of the same old, same old. Okay, coming from her. And the thing about it, they all know she needs to heal. And they all are looking at her like, girl, what do you do with him? And don't get me wrong, she can date who she want to date. But they know also that the person she's dating is her ex, Justin Bieber's friend. So they're like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? I feel the need to reshuffle. I told y'all. I told y'all. The spirit be backing me up. And you will understand when I read this right here. Okay? Now, a lot of these engines haven't even happened yet. Things have to play out. It has here betrayal by someone they know turn on them. I'm not really sure what this is about, or unless it's due to a so-called lawsuit. But it has here upcoming scandal surrounding Selena Gomez. But it may have something to do with a lawsuit. Okay, y'all can get back with me and let me know down below in the comments section. Longing for romanticizing the past, a ex past relationship. So it's somebody that she's doing a lot of romanticizing the past, and it's one of those exes. Okay, I can't tell you which one. I ain't gonna say it's Justin, but she's doing a lot of romanticizing the past. Okay, but it says longing for. So I let y'all be the judge who that can be. Okay, it says longing for romanticizing the past. A ex. So an ex is on her mind. Okay, a ex past relationship. Secretly, they're not happy. They want out of their union. It's toxic and unbalanced. So this ain't gonna last long. With her and Benny, this ain't gonna last long. It's not gonna last long. I don't even care. I don't even care. They secretly. uh run away and elope and get married, it ain't gonna last long. That's all I'm saying. I just don't see the relationship lasting that long. Now we know when it comes to the industry, these celebrities have to jump. Okay, they got to jump. They got to play the game, and Selena knows that. She doesn't have staying power for nothing when it comes to being in the industry. Okay, in the near future, the industry will sabotage them. They choose not to play the game. It just depends on what this is all about when it comes to the game. Is it due to rituals? Is it due to going to these Hollywood elite parties? You know, it just depends on what this means. Okay. Now, this is bothering me a lot. This is bothering me a lot. It has here addiction, workaholic, the need to slow down. She need to slow down and rest. She just work, 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 work. And I don't know why she got plenty of money. But you know what? Maybe she does that because it distracts her. Maybe the fact that she just work, work, work is like good distraction for her to get her mind off of her problems. Shall I say? A lot of people do that, but she needs to rest because that can affect her health. Okay, so according to the spirit, addictions, she's a workaholic. They are in deep sold to the industry, a sellout. Now I didn't say it. Okay, it came out in the spread. According to the spirit, she's a sellout. She sold to the industry. Being paranoid, thinking and feeling you are being threatened in some way, even without any evidence, delusion. Now, I can see this being the case if she's high, if she's, doing some kind of drugs, having her feeling like this. Not happy. I want out of this contract deal. So it's some kind of contract deal. I don't know if she signed to a new record label or what, but she's not happy. Okay, and if it hasn't happened now, yeah, things have to play out. Okay, not happy. I want out of this contract deal. And then this came out and says contracts, question contracts. So it's something about contracts, and she ain't happy about it. She wants out. So maybe that can be pertaining to the lawsuit. Okay, only time will tell. It has here a near future energies, being humiliated, feels embarrassed. This situation in their life will get better. It will improve. I'm just gonna let the cards fall out. Now I just let these fall out. I cannot tell you what the timeline. Just know things have to play out. I'm seeing a lot of this ups and downs, and that's life. Okay, just when things are stable in your life, for you know it all hell break loose. I feel like right here is future energy. That means from this day forward. Um, this energy right here, I'm going to say probably a year from now. Okay, maybe about a year from now, we might start seeing more of this energy right here. It really depends on who she's with. But anyway, it has here, they know they are being talked about due to gossip. They do check out social media and they don't like it. And I told me to view, she does a lot of, you know, checking out social media. And I wish that she would just stay off social media, to tell you the truth, okay? And just keep her focus on herself. Instead of worrying about what people think. Yes, not giving in, standing their ground behind the scenes. And I feel like this has to do with business, standing her ground when it comes to business. Being tempted, temptation, and addiction. So for me to see this, she's definitely being stressed out about something which causing her to feel the need to want to self-medicate. Now, near future energies, and I feel like it's gonna have a lot to do with who she ends up with. It has here in a good place, peaceful in their life, loving, peaceful relationship couple, in a balanced, drama-free, fulfilling relationship. And you know what? This is what she really, really wants. So who knows? In the near future, she just might get there. But she need to work on herself though, right now. 'Cause it can start out one way, but don't mean gonna, stay like that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead on and all right, I'm not gonna show anymore. It says sabotage one of their own, sacrifice moving up to obtain fame, allegedly. It speaks about behind the scenes energy as far as she climbing the ladder of success. They are tired of playing the game of the music industry. Poor business deals, pay me what you owe me, question contracts. So I feel like when it comes to this so-called lawsuit, it's going to be probably surrounding, the contract or some kind of business deal gone wrong. Anyone they know to get close to them signs an NDA, allegedly. All right, let me shuffle this other side. I'm going to end this reading. And let me say this also, okay? When I had did a read on Justin Bieber, y'all remember I kept getting something about Justin may have got somebody pregnant, and now I'm hearing now through the grapevine that it could be one of the Kardashians' sisters. Yeah, that's right. So see how Spirit be revealing those things going behind the scenes. I told many of you. I wasn't sure who it probably was, but I was getting something about an ex, somebody that he used to talk to, that he had got somebody pregnant. And I truly believe that Kardashian sister, I forgot her name, I should believe that there is a good chance that might be Justin's child. Now that third party energy I was telling many of you about, the fact that she's involved with Benny, it say they got somebody. It said they got someone pregnant. Now for me to see this right here, obviously he was seeing somebody before he started getting involved with Selena. So um, this might be the factor as far as what she might end up finding out that Benny had got somebody else knocked up, allegedly. Unbothered by the mess slash gossip about them, being threatened, exposed, and humiliated. At this time, they are not growing spiritually, off spiritual path, low vibrational. And then that can be due to being upset. Mentally having you unbalanced can throw you off as well. Doing drugs can throw you off, alcohol. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm seeing a lot of future events that I don't feel the need to speak up on right now. So I really need to stop. Okay, I pretty much want to stay in the now. I don't want to go too far. Because nothing really set in stone. Everything really depends on Selena and how she moved from this day forward. But I can see things playing out. You just had to go this way. I can see things playing out. You just had to go this way. I can see things playing out. So with that being said, um, this so-called situation with Selena and Benny, right? It has here. I don't. Let me see something. There could be talks of in the near future. What I mean from this day forward, Selena and Benny talking about marriage. It does not mean they're going to get married, but I can get this energy also if they're talking about it. Okay, so talks of marriage in the future, but it doesn't mean she's going to get married. Only time would tell. And if her and Benny did get married, it ain't gonna last that long. It ain't gonna last that long. But anyway, conflicting reports. Their PR team is trying to suppress the truth from coming out due to gossip. The streets are talking and social media. I'm not really sure what this is about yet. It probably hasn't even happened yet. But we did see something about humiliation. Okay, being humiliated when it comes to that so-called settlement, it says not settlement but lawsuit. It says will be in their favor, winning settlement. So it looked like she's going to be going up against someone, okay, and she's going to win. I'm not sure what this is about, but I'm getting a strong hit on it. It says being exposed, going to jail, charges coming. Unless it's somebody that was trying to get, trying to get over on her. I'm not sure what this is about, okay? But I'm getting a strong hit on it. Family life at home was or is unbalanced, toxic, and power struggle. But notice what it said was or is. And something about a male friend. At this time, they are not. Oh, I read it already. I read it already. Maybe it's a male friend that's going to end up getting in some trouble. Maybe some kind of male friend is going to end up getting in trouble in the near future. But anyway, I'm through this reading, family. I just want to do like an update reading to give many of you something to look at. My motto is let things play out, and please know they will. It always do. But I do wish Selena all the best. My thing is, it take your time. Stop rushing. She don't got nothing to prove to nobody. She's an independent woman, very successful, and she doesn't owe the world nothing. You know, just be happy, and most importantly, love yourself enough to heal. Love yourself enough to heal. Let me see what's gonna come out. Hold on. It's just saying behind the scenes, money is being exchanged from hand to hand, being paid off, probably due to some kind of financial transaction. And then this says wants to have a child with their partner. So she's still thinking about having a child. Maybe she wants to have a child with the right partner. Okay. I'm not gonna share this because it's not so positive. This says brighter days ahead, things and life situations. So I'm going to end it on this, okay? So this is about future events, brighter days ahead. So anyway, but I was seeing some things in here that was troubling to me. I'm just praying she get a grip when it comes to, doing drugs because sometimes people can really go to a low place and they can like overdose. Now I didn't see overdose come out, but I'm just saying, you know, um, there was some messages that came out that were kind of troubling to me because Selena's some woman, she gets stressed out, she wants to self medicate. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. And she already sickly already, so she had to really watch what she's doing when it comes to drinking as well as doing drugs. And these celebrities, they party hard. I mean, they do drugs and they be drinking. So anyway, this is my reading on Selena Gomez, my intuitive energy reading. Other than that, I wish you all the best, okay? But yeah. Only time will tell when it comes to her and Benny, but I don't see it. I just don't see them being together that long. That's just me. All right. And do I consider it being a PR move with her and Benny? Yes. That's how I see it. Peace. They both getting something out of it. That's how they do it, Hollywood.